Hey guys, it's your girl Don't Touch My Toys, and we are officially 10 days out from Barbie Convention. I cannot believe how quickly this year has gone by, and that literally next weekend I will already be in Texas awaiting Barbie Con. So I only have 6 days before I fly out of California on my way to Texas. I have a lot to do still. There's so many things that I still need to kind of get situated. I do want to start pre-packing like early just to see if I have all of the clothing that I want to take with me. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. I do want to still be true to myself and the way, my personal style, the way that I dress, but you know, I might want to jazz it up a night or two. So I am going to go through my closet, kind of figure out what outfits I'm going to be taking. There are some themed events for Barbie Convention. I'm not really quite sure that I'm going to participate in any of those. I think the themes are really cool, but realistically, when it comes to clothing, I do try to be somewhat practical and have stuff that I will wear on a normal basis and not invest too much money into themed outfits that I may never wear again in my everyday wardrobe. I'd rather apply the money I would spend on themed outfits into Barbie room sale shopping. So I am going to pre-pack probably this weekend. That way I can see what all I'm going to be able to fit in my luggage and what I'm not going to have room for. I am participating in a couple of extracurricular activities at Barbie Convention. So I did sign up for a diorama contest. I've already kind of pre-planned the diorama. That is something that I did do in advance, but there's still certain things that I need to figure out. Like I need to figure out which dolls I'm actually going to use for the diorama, how I'm going to dress them. So that's something I'll be working on this week. I do need to put together some table gifts for my table mates. At Barbie Convention, you can decide whether you want to be in a gifting table or a non-gifting table. I'm at a gifting table, which I'm completely happy about. I really do love curating gifts, so I think that's going to be really fun. But I still need to put everything together and see what it looks like and see if I need to add more to their gifts, or if I feel like I have enough to give my table mates. Then I also need to work on bits and pieces for my cosplay. I am signed up to be in the Barbie Convention fashion show, which really makes me nervous. I did not want to do it at first. I, told myself that I would just go and observe it this year, and that if I did go to another convention in the future, that I would participate. But I was talking to one of my Barbie friends, and he was just like, you know what, you should just do it. I'm one of those collectors that doesn't intend to do this on an annual basis. So really, I need to take the opportunity to do any things I'm interested in while I'm at this convention, because I most likely will not attend another convention again until it's either in California or Texas again. Therefore, since we don't know when it's going to be in one of those states again, I should really take advantage of the opportunity and do it this time. So I did think about what my friend said, and I decided, you know what, you're right. I should do it. I'm already there. Like, why not? And at the last minute, I had to put a costume together. So I do have a couple of finishing touches that I need to do on the costume as well. Really, that's the main things. I need to pre-pack, get all my wardrobe together. I need to figure out the fine details of my diorama. I need to work on the final pieces of my costume. And I also need to get my gifts together for my table mates. Of course, I'm going to bring you along on the journey with me. So I will be vlogging between now throughout convention. So if you're interested in seeing all of the behind the scenes, then keep watching. So first thing I cannot forget to pack is this red cowboy hat. This is an important staple for me to have because it's part of my costume. Really cool that I'm going to get to wear this for the Barbie fashion show, because this cowboy hat was actually my grandma's. She passed away last year, and my family gave me this cowboy hat because my grandma was very bold with her fashion, and they know that I like really bold stuff. So they asked me if I wanted it, and I was like, yes, of course. And it just so happens that the doll that I picked to represent in the fashion show rocks a red cowboy hat. So I'm really, really excited to wear this. It's a little snug. Grandma had a much smaller head than me, I guess, but I'm really stoked. So we got to make room for this in the luggage. Honestly, I feel like I don't have like super jazzy, like cute stuff, but when I do dress up, I would say that my dress up style is still a little bit rock and roll. It's not really Barbie. I would say that my style aesthetic, when I am jazzing it up a little bit, is still, it's more Bratz than it is Barbie. So let's see what we can pull from the closet. Okay, I think I'm pretty content. Bag is packed. We have shorts, we have some pants, a couple of dresses, a couple of skirts, and one jazzier outfit. All right, I'm stopping here for today. I was able to pack my bag, so that was something that we accomplished. Tomorrow, I'm most likely going to work on the table gifts. And then on Monday, I think I'll go to Hobby Lobby to get the craft supplies that I need to work on my costume. I don't really know how much I'm gonna end up buying in room sales. I can't imagine that I'm gonna buy too much stuff, but we'll see. I am a bargain shopper, and what I've heard about room sales is that it can be kind of on the higher end, like price points. So I don't know that I'm gonna go crazy with shopping. I do think that I will most likely treat myself to probably something that has been on my wish list for a long time if I find it there, and if it's at least like less than eBay, like even if it's only saving me on the shipping costs, I think I will treat myself to at least one bigger ticket item at Barbie Con, but I don't anticipate I'm gonna come with a whole luggage full of stuff. So I started thinking about it, and I think I do want to buy at least 2 outfits for some of the more jazzier luncheons. So my friend is gonna meet me here, and we're gonna do a little shopping. I do still wanna get something that I could potentially wear again. That way it still is practical. I just don't wanna be at the luncheons and be just wearing like jeans and shirts. So we're gonna see if I can find some good stuff today. Hopefully my friend can dress me and find something, because I'm not really good at putting outfits together. So I brought my fashion stylist, Larry, here to help me get right for this Barbie Con, because I will make all the wrong choices. And here's some dolls that I picked up for you. Secured an outfit, guys. I would not have been able to do this without Larry. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're figuring out table gifts today. I know that I'm going to give my table mates some Barbie magazines, so I need to pick those out. But the most time-consuming part of the gifts are the crafts I'm going to make. So my plan is to make like some Barbie bag charms or some keychains. So I have like a lot of beads and stuff, some cute Barbie stuff. So I'm gonna work on that now. So here is one of the little bag charms. I actually had some of these from a little get-together I had here at my house. They're just like vintage Barbie party favors. So I'm repurposing these and making them charms to add to this little keychain. So now I just have to make 8 more of these. So a while back I had seen that the Jelly Belly factory had some Barbie Jelly Bellies. I'm still looking for gifts for my table mates, so I'm gonna hopefully find some Barbie Jelly Bellies here to add to their gift bag. All of this stuff is made from jelly beans. Isn't that cool? Yay, they still have them. So I brought my assistant with me. They actually have a whole section of Barbie. So we're gonna get these fun little Barbie boxes here with all the different assortments of jelly beans. I finally made it to Hobby Lobby. I just found some fabric for part of my costume. I'm going to see if there's any other stuff that I want for my diorama. So it's the day before I fly out, and of course, I'm just barely getting to the rough draft of the diorama. And I'm just going to kind of see how much space I have here, which this is a huge amount, 24 by 24. So I'm going to not put it together completely today because obviously I still have to transport this on the airplane. So I'm just kind of doing a rough guess at what it's gonna look like when everything is like glued down and finalized, but I wanna see how much space I have so I can see how much extra stuff I can bring, what I'm still going to need when I get into town. I most likely will make another trip to the craft store to pick up extra stuff, but I wanna kind of gather everything on here so I can take more while I have my collection with me here at my house. So we were given several different options for diorama. I chose camping as the one that I wanted to do. They had another one that I was really interested in, and it was a dude ranch, but I didn't choose the dude ranch only because I didn't think that this space would be enough for what I really wanted to do, like have a horse, have a, you know, a stable, all of that. But now looking at it, it's a big space. I probably could have worked something out, but we've already committed to camping, so that's what we're gonna do today. Whenever I do get to Texas, we're going to give these a little paint job, and then I think it'll come together. On my way to the airport, it's currently 53 degrees, but it'll be 84 degrees when I land in Texas. My daughter just picked me up. We're in Texas, baby.
A bite of this, like, instantly. Look at that cream in that. That filling is bomb.
Okay. I just made my first purchase at Barbie Con from Dorothy's Room. These awesome dead stock stickers from, let's see, when is this? 1992. I was 10 years old when these came out. on my way to go register. So cute. It was a process getting here from that elevator. Oh my goodness. Oh my
That's
gosh.
a fun of like person. The less
There were
fun
no
part.
limits.
You get two. But I only bought one, but I could have had like my mom, everyone else I know, go on and buy them, and I didn't. It actually was because I wasn't.
Okay, so I'm finally back in my room and I don't plan on leaving the rest of the night. I can finally do a recap of what my day was like getting to Barbie Con. So I will say that I was very anxious, like all day, literally all day leading up to today. I've been full of anxiety with like, let me make sure I have everything I need. And I think it's just because I'm a control freak for one, and also because I'm used to having a car. I'm used to being mobile. And if I need something, I can easily get in my vehicle and get it. And not to say that I can't like Uber and go places or like walk to a nearby store or whatever, but like, I didn't want to have to like leave if I don't need to, you know? I think because I've never done this before and I don't really know how my days are gonna flow, I don't really want to be counting on leaving the hotel to go run errands. So I've been driving myself crazy trying to get everything prepped to bring to Barbie Con. Like, I mean, I went and bought groceries. Like, your girl got case of water. I've got all my food for the week. I want to have all the necessities for myself in this room. So like, I've got my breakfast, I've got food I can eat for lunch or dinner for the whole week. So now that I have all of those things, I feel more at peace and I'm not as anxious. So I got here at Barbie Con at about 1 o'clock today. And I was really hoping, I was being very ambitious, and I was hoping that my room perhaps would be ready for me to check in. Of course, it was not, because I mean, there's like a million people here. So I had to hang out until 3 p.m. till I could actually check into my room. I had a lot of stuff. I had an entire luggage cart full of things because I had my big luggage, I had my small carry-on, I also had a duffel bag, and I had my grocery bag because I bought the groceries for the week so I don't have to be going to the hotel, you know, restaurant or getting Uber Eats and racking up a bunch of expenses with that. I spent $35 on water and groceries for the week, and I will treat myself, I'm sure, to dinner sometime this week, but like, I don't want to be going and buying $20 mediocre breakfast and lunch every day. I had a lot of stuff to bring on my luggage cart, and I was really concerned because I was like, what am I gonna do with all of this stuff? And they just took the cart with all of my stuff on it and stored it that way. So I was like, yes, perfect. At that time, I just went to the lobby and I hung out, went and had a Barbie cocktail at the bar, which was great. And I met up with one of my Barbie friends, Brooke, Barbie Boulevardier. That was my very first, actually that was my second person, I take that back, because I did also see Travis, Plastic Perfection. That was my very first Barbie Con welcome. So thank you, Travis. And then Brooke met me down at the bar when I got here, and I got to chat it up with her and Diego, Mastal, so that was really fun. I saw a couple more familiar faces, so I was able to meet up with Ray and Ro, and we went room sale shopping, which was really great. And I know that Ray and Ro have both been to Barbie Con before, so you know, they're very familiar with how things work with going into the room sale. So I felt very safe getting to experience that with them for the first time, since it's not their first rodeo. It was really fun. I really enjoyed myself. Made a couple small purchases with Ray and Ro, and then finally it was time that I could go check in to my room, which was a process. Trying to get on the elevator with a super packed luggage cart at basically what you would consider 5 o'clock traffic in the hotel was really difficult. The elevators are a disaster here at convention because clearly there's so many people here, And not just the people that are staying here, but people that are just room sale shopping. And then you also have to take into consideration the people who aren't here for Barbie Con, but that are staying at the hotel. So the hotel's elevator situation was a nightmare, and trying to bring a super heavy packed luggage cart onto the elevator was a nightmare. I think that I'm going to be utilizing the stairs quite a bit. So I'm gonna get my workout in, I'm gonna get my steps in every day. My friend Chris ended up coming to the hotel in the evening and met up with me in one of my favorite doll sellers rooms, Leslie. Leslie always has a bunch of the rare, hard to find Japanese dolls and Japanese exclusives. And Leslie usually sells at Sherry's Doll Show in Buena Park. And I was able to go to Leslie's room because I'm having that FOMO for my Takata dolls, and she always has really good stuff. So I did get to go to Leslie's room today and shop. I'm gonna show a bunch of videos of some of the shopping process. I really want to bring you with me on this journey because I know that there's so many people that, myself included, like before I've come to Barbie Con, I've always had like so many questions about what it's like and things. So I'm gonna try to do my best to really bring you like throughout the day and with what I'm doing, so you can have like a better idea of what takes place and what the day-to-day kind of looks like, which the day-to-day I'm sure looks different for everybody because it just depends on what all you're gonna do. But I do want to go check out some programs tomorrow. I know that tomorrow is an early day for me because I did apply to submit a diorama, and tomorrow I have to go present that diorama downstairs, I think by like 8:30 in the morning. So I need to go do that early in the morning. I was able to register today. I was able to go and pick up my souvenir pins, which are these enamel pins. And I didn't realize that if you purchase souvenir pins, you also received raffle tickets. So that was new information for me. I'll be honest, I kind of just like skimmed through the registration book. I'm sure all of this was like laid out for us in the book, but of course I did not read it all. But when I was looking for the souvenir pins, they told me that I also got raffle tickets that was included. And I was like, oh my God, yay. So tomorrow with those raffle tickets, I get to go to the prize room and enter my little ticket into the prizes that I would like to win. So that's really cool. I have work to do. We got to fine tune this diorama, so I'll catch up with you tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog. So cool. All right, I promised my doll friends that I was gonna keep it real on this video. And I wasn't gonna, sugarcoat anything. I was gonna keep it 100 like we always try to do. I just dropped off my diorama in the competition room. That damn diorama is so janky. Like, I'm like low-key embarrassed. Like, I should have just like been like, you know what? We're gonna try again next time. Because yeah, I left it there because it is what it is, It's my first time. I did not know what to expect. But I am going to say that if I do Barbie Convention again in the future and I want to participate in the diorama contest again, I'm inspired. I'm very inspired. I'm leaving this experience knowing that, yeah, we gotta level up a lot if we're gonna enter another competition, because yeah, I was humbled really quickly when I saw some of the other dios in there. Like incredible dios. But I'm just like, how did y'all travel with that stuff? Later on, I'm gonna go check it out when it's open to the public, because they were like kicking me out after I was done. So I had to like, I couldn't like get enough good footage to make a video on it. So I'm gonna go back down when they open it today in the afternoon to show you guys up close. Well, as close as I can be, because it's kind of it's sectioned off behind like pillars and stuff. But holy crap, the people that submitted are so freaking talented. Like, again, I'm so inspired. Some of the backdrops, some of the structures, and it really just taught me like how it doesn't have to be so cluttered. It could just be a couple of few focal points, because wow, like that's all I can just say is just wow. I was really amazed by those dioramas. So yeah, I'm a little embarrassed by the kindergarten level one that I made, but it is what it is. You know, hey, we tried, we came and we participated. So I'm at least happy that I at least did it, because who knows, this may be my last convention, but I think I'll come again when it comes back to Texas, or if it comes back to California. But you know, if this is my last one, at least I can say I did those things, you know. I'm already doing kind of a horrible job at vlogging the process, because yeah, like I wanted to show you guys the competition room and all that, but honestly I was running a little bit behind, and I was well, there's no way I could have even filmed, honestly, because that diorama was like 24 by 24. But basically I had to be there to check in my diorama. They give you from 8:30 to 10 to set it up, and I didn't get down there until like 9:15, which I didn't think it'd take that long, and it didn't, but I did take the full 45 minutes to set up my diorama. So it didn't get to take you on that process, but my schedule for the rest of the day, I came back up to my room to have some breakfast, and luckily there's no microwaves in the room, which suck. That would make it so much easier for not having to eat at the hotel all the time. But I did go to the grocery store before I checked in, because I wanted to save money on food. And I ended up getting a bunch of oatmeals. So a bunch of oatmeals, and I even got like cup noodles and some tuna packets, and some chips and some like crackers and stuff like that. So since I don't have a microwave, I'm still able to use the coffee pot or the coffee maker to give me hot water. So I'm still able to eat my oatmeal and my cup of noodles, which is great. In 10 minutes, I need to go to the Newcomers Orientation. And after that, I think I have a little break. And then I get to, what am I doing at 1? I think there's something I have to do at 1 o'clock. I know I have to go to the Newcomers Orientation today. I need to also, the prize room opens at 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna go to the prize room and enter my raffle tickets. I think the diorama showroom opens up at like 3, so I'll go back down there so I can see the whole room, because I didn't see really anything except for the few dioramas, and they were like, you gotta go. So I didn't really get to like take my time and film it. So I'm gonna go back down and look at that, because they're judging the dioramas right now. I think there's like a program. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot going on today. Like, that was one thing. I thought like, oh, I'd have a lot of downtime, but really, like today I'm busy. I really don't have like very long of a break between things that I gotta do. I know that tonight they're having their first official event. It's like not a seated event. I heard that it's like more like hors d'oeuvres. It's a silent auction, which, to be honest, I'm not really like, I don't really care about that, but I'm gonna go just to see what it is and probably stay there for a bit, and then I'm gonna take off. I want to do something extracurricular in Austin that's not revolved around Barbie convention, and I'm a really big tiki enthusiast, and there is a really cool tiki bar like 2 miles away. So I definitely want to make it to the tiki bar, and I think tonight is probably the only time I can go. And then I'm gonna be up all night going room sale shopping because they have to be done tonight. So a lot of people discount their stuff from what I've heard. Tonight, after the tiki bar, I'll be shopping, which is probably a very bad combination. I made a little bit extra money, so I'm gonna treat myself. We're gonna get $2. Yeah.
Yeah.
this is the prize room. I got a bunch of tickets here because I bought some souvenir pins. And when I buy the souvenir pins, then they give you tickets. So I'm trying to see here. I know that they have a registration wave. So I'm gonna put a bunch of my tickets in that because that would mean I get to come back to Barbie Convention for free. So yeah, we're gonna find that. But right now I'm just browsing. I'll probably come in here multiple times throughout the rest of the weekend here. Oh my God, she's so pretty. Look at her face. So all of this is donations. So really, really cool. So first donation because she's gorgeous and I'd love to have her in my collection. I actually have this doll at home. I wonder, this must be the person who made it originally. Oh my God, that is nice. You know I like diorama stuff. That's so cool. Definitely putting entries in for the Barbie basic stuff. Wow. The mall girl's back here. She's beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at these whole wardrobes. That's very cool. So cute. Ooh, she's beautiful. Fully loaded. Oh my gosh, I love this pillow. Wow. So I'm here with my buddy Chris, Barbie and Beyond. We're gonna go to a tiki bar that I've been wanting to go to, and Chris is going to go with me, so I'm really, really excited. It's Wednesday night, the last night of room sales. Let's see what people have. It's so odd going into random people's rooms at 11:30 at night to see if they're selling Barbie. I don't think anybody else is open on this floor. I've got one more floor to do, and then I think I've hit every single floor for room sales. Okay, today was officially the day one of convention. It is midnight. I'm exhausted. I just got back from room sales. Today is the last night of room sales because the official sales room is going to open up. So they had to stop doing room sales as of this evening. And yeah, I walked around with my buddies until midnight. I'm spent. I woke up at like 7 o'clock this morning to do final stuff with my diorama, and then I had to be downstairs at 8:30. So tomorrow is a slower day for me. I get to sleep in. I'm probably not gonna wake up till 9 a.m. and it's gonna be delightful. So tomorrow's the first sit down event. It's the seated lunch. So I'll get to meet all of my table mates for the first time. So that's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm tired already. My energy is like depleted. So I'm sorry for anybody who ran into me today because I'm really, really exhausted today. So I feel like my energy is really, really low today, but hopefully after getting some rest, I'll be ready for tomorrow and I'll be recharged. So I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'll see you tomorrow.